There we go. Now can everyone hear me? I forgot to unmute the mic in here. So as we were saying, I mentioned earlier, but my mic wasn't on. So we've got our Jesters match going on right now. Josh has just now taken the first game in a race to 7 against his opponent and challenger Ben Frank. So should be a good match. Both had started off a little bit stiff, but Josh gets the first game in here. And we got Josh to break here. Nice little second ball break. Did anything drop? It looks like nothing dropped, so Ben's got a chance here. Let's go in. Let's just take a look, see what Ben's got. Right now, looks like the stripes are a little bit more open to me, but you know, it's kind of a little bit. You could 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, and you could end up going whichever way you want here. But I personally like the stripes a little bit better. And as I thought, Ben took, well, he missed that first shot, so now Josh has to decide what he needs to do. See, with stripes here, you've got to still figure out that 9 ball, but it's still, I think, the little bit easier run out. Solids, you got a little bit more traffic you got to deal with. So now I'm not sure which way Josh is thinking here. If it was me, I'd be going probably 12 crash into the 9 a little bit, or you take the 11 with a little draw. I think the 11 with a little draw out is what I would probably be more likely to do, because it solves most of your problems. Okay, little bump on that 9. Can he see that 15? Think right now that might be his best shot, or the long shot on the 11. The other option would be to try and figure out, oh, maybe that 9 goes in the side. All right, well, let's see what Ben's got a chance. He's got actually a pretty open rack to deal with here. 14 is kind of blocking that corner pocket, so it kind of limits some of his options. That was a nice solid shot and leave. All right, so we got Cheyenne saying, "Good job repping today, Ben." Pete says hi. Randy Christian says, "Let's go, Ben." And then best mode, I'm gonna filter this a little bit. Best says, "Kick some butt, Ben." So we need some people to come out here and rep Josh too. So let's come on out and join the fun. If I see anything different or you all see something different than I'm saying, feel free to chime in on the chat. So it looks like Ben is going to be taking this 3. Around 2. Let's see what he gets here. He really would like to get on like that 2 or 7 to the corner. Which he's not too far off on something like that. Okay, he's going to use the 5 to help him set himself up even better. Oh. Well, on the plus side here, I mean, the only real shot I think Josh has, looking at the table, is really the 2-ball combo. Maybe cut the 15. I don't know if you can throw that 13 into the 14 or not. And it's tight in either case. He's doing a safe. Or at least I thought I heard him call. He kind of signaled for a safe here. That's what I'm expecting him to kind of do. Which really isn't a bad play. It's just a matter of figuring out where your safe is. Ooh. So for me here, now again, if it was me shooting, I'd be going 7 side, just a little foul, take the 2 back to the corner. Okay. Still, I think you do 2 corner here. You got options, even if you end up tapping into that 6 a little bit. Nice. Beautiful leave on the 5. So now you take the 5 to the side. And then depending on which way you want to go about it, you could go either 6 side or 6 corner. I think he's just going to probably play. It looks like he's going to try and follow here. Ooh. Little dangerous. So, at this point, just make the shot. All right, so now we're looking at things here. So you're Josh here. You've got basically, as Ray would say, almost duck soup. You got a couple of things that are a little bit testier. Personally, I'd leave that 14 alone if you got any other shot that you can make, because that's your safety valve that if you get out of position, you can come back and get yourself back in position. All right, so then I'm looking at this now. Let's see if I can guess this. 9, put the cue closer to the rail. Okay, gives himself some options. That was a good shot. I like that shot from Josh there. A little bit of angle, and he can come back and do pretty much wherever he needs to go with the cue. Except for maybe there. So nice leave. Nice leave. Makes it a little difficult for him. He's got kick at this. And I mean, even with the kick, it doesn't make it easy for getting not back on that 8. If he were to make it. Hey, I see more and more viewers coming out here today. I see that we were up to 12. Okay, so he's breaking out the jump cue. Go, airborne. Makes that 6. And he's got a little cut. This could be 1-1 in just a moment. Oh, the Mad Apple Hanger. Right, nice little draw shot. Brings that cue all the way back for that 13. Just make the 13, and then you've got that little hanger to take care of. All right, so Josh now is up 2-0. Both have had, I mean, their chances in that game. There. Nice little break. Something falling in. Nope, nothing in on the break, so Ben's on up. Let's see what he's thinking here. There's a lot of clusters in this rack, so this could become a chess match fairly quickly. All right. Starts out with that pot on the 14. So now, take the 11. Okay. Little rally, but it dropped. So now, think you're, yeah, he's going to be taking the 9 here. Oh, and a scratch. He was on kind of a good start though there for that rack. So now Josh has to figure out this puzzle. And that 5 is the right one. So one thing most people don't realize is, and many of the experienced players do, is if you want to get out of a rack, you look at where your problem ball shots are, your problem balls, and how are you going to solve that. So that's typically like your clusters and things on the rail. And then the earlier you solve those problems, the more likely you are to be able to get out. All right, Josh has a couple balls in. Well, he shot that one a little bit hard. Didn't drop, it was a little off. Got a little fortunate here where the 2 came up and added to that cluster. See what Ben has in mind here. So drop the 13. All right, all right. So now, if you're looking to get out, You take this 10 with a lot of high right left. See, I've been looking for more than that and then trying to crash those out. But now, being BCAPL rules, if he does end up falling here, he doesn't end up necessarily hurting himself because you've still got quite a few clusters here. So I kind of like what he did here. Josh is going to go and play that one, and he probably called it as a safe. Yeah, he called it as a safe. Great strategic play, because more than likely you're going to be looking at ball in hand coming back to you here. Great hit. Great hit. That was an awesome shot there. So now Josh is back up on the table. Um, you know what? Really would be tempted to just pot it, guys. 12 for him. No, I like that. That was another great save played there. So let's see on how Ben figure does this one. Early in the rack here, I mean, the way everything was laid out with all the clusters, this was going to come down to a safety battle. Okay. Now, which way do you go with this? Okay, I can appreciate that. One of the reasons why I personally love 8 ball is because of the safety play. You know, I've got 4 messages here in chat saying rooting on Ben, saying let's go Ben. And you know what? I can't necessarily blame him, but I'd also love to see a little bit more people out there also cheering for Josh. He's a 7-time champion on the stream here, and he's working on getting his 8th. And to me, that's very impressive. Well played. See, Ben's got to be careful here because, you mean, yeah, he could just try and end up doing an intentional foul here, but then I think Josh puts the 4 and breaks out the 5. And then it's from there, lights out. Looks like he's going to try and put that 15. Okay. So now Josh has an opportunity to go up 3-0 here. And after that kind of safety battle that just went on, it he's just got to remember it's time to start making them. Go one at a time. Ooh, ouch. And that's just kind of what I was just saying. I mean, you got to go and get back into the offensive mode and shift gears. And a lot of times it's very difficult to do that. All right. That's a very nice save. Uh, so we already saw it once when Ben had out the jump cue. I wonder if he's going to pull it out here again. No, it looks like he might be kicking at this. And just at this point, that was a little bit of a bit of a swing and a miss. I expect Josh here to take the 5 with some bottom right on it, get down by that 2 just to set him up nicely for the 8. He really didn't need to crash into the 8, but you know, he'll come out fine for him. Just trying to put the cue ball somewhere center table. Okay. Good angle here. Should be out. Ooh, used all of that pocket. So he's now, there's Josh now up 3-0. So we get 2 more here going, Ben, and I mean, rooting for Ben. We got Dennis Malson Jr. and Tyler Frank, and I can't blame Tyler Frank because I'm going to assume that's relation there. Nice break. 6 drops, and from here, everything looks pretty wide open. If you got a starting ball on the solids, I think you take those here. Well played. Nice speed on that. So I think he's looking at 2 ball side. Just have to figure out now his lead for the 7 and then to come back down table. I like the touch that Josh is using today on his shots. He's starting to get everything the speed of the table down today. Come around 2 rails, maybe 3. Okay, okay, we can live with this. Hmm, 5 side, I think. Wow, that was a really great try on that shot. So now Ben's got a chance to do a 8-ball run out here. Table's open enough to do it too. Nice starter shot there. Just take things one at a time. Make sure you're on the right side of every shot. Nice little stun there. Oh, bit of a hanger. So now, this being a race to 7, if Josh gets this out here, if I was Ben, I would end up taking my time out here and then move and then keep going. So now, ooh, so Josh is saying that Ben has a chance. So there's no great shot here. I kind of like though taking the 9 into the 14, and then because the cube should help open up the rest. I can appreciate that. That was the other shot to do there. Okay. So next, he's looks like he's going to be taking this 9 ball. That was well stroked. Very well stroked. So little bottom here, I think, and you end up tapping that out. Okay, go right past it, come around. See, that just goes to show that no matter on which way you choose to go, there's always another, and it'll still get you there. Now, just focus on this 8 ball, Ben, and you've got this out, and you're on the board. All right, so Ben now gets his first game. So the score is now 1-3. So while we're waiting for Ben to do this rack here, we've also got our 8 ball tournament going on out here today. So let's just take a quick peek at that camera and so everyone can see the tables going on out there. We've got quite a few tables. 8 ball race to 3 double elimination. It is one of our weekly tournaments we do here at the Mad Apple. All right. Unfortunately for Ben, nothing dropped here. So everything's sitting here wide open. I mean, it's just a matter of pick your poison. Nice solid stroke there by Josh on that 3 ball. Ooh. All right. So let's see what happens here. All right. Both players still shooting a little bit tight. One thing I've noticed with Ben so far, those side pockets have been kind of his nemesis so far. All right, so 2 ball, come down. He came around 2 rails. Let's see if he gets rewarded here. Okay. He's thinking on that combination, but I think doing that 4 ball might also be a wise choice. I think you do the 4 ball here, set up for the 6 or the 1. All right, now take the 6 off the 15 and it opens up things that way. Especially if you're thinking of using the 1 to the side, but you also still got the 1 in the corner if you want to. All right, so why not just make both of them? Then you don't have to worry about that 15 being in your way. So now, once. See, I think right now you want to take the 1 to the side and set yourself up on that 5. Use that 7 kind of as your key ball. I don't see a great way to get on that 5 otherwise and hold for the 8. Okay, so Ben's got his chance now at the table. Let's see what he can make of this. So it looks like it'll be 10 ball corner. And that's unfortunate because he's got his opportunity right there where he could have had his out. All right, I don't think Josh can quite see the 5 clean. Okay. Oh, great shot. Nice guy pull another rabbit though out of his hat. Now, don't get me wrong, both these guys are very good shot makers. Okay, and Ben, he happens to be from Gillette, Wisconsin. Josh says he's from his mom, but everyone around this area knows Josh pretty well. Oh, wow. That was a great try by Josh there. All right, Ben. Here's your chance. Take the 12 and set up for those 3 down at the bottom. Okay. Got a little funny here. You kind of would have preferred being up a little bit more. It would have made things a lot simpler. Oh, wow. Another diamond hanger. Okay, so Josh is now up with his 4th game. Score is now 4-1 in our race to 7. All right, guys. I just want to let you all know that are out there in chat land. We've got 21 viewers out there. I've only seen about 6 of you chatting in here. Feel free to comment. I'm here doing this, the Lone Ranger today. So feel free. Comment if you see something I don't. I'm more welcome to your opinions. So, Josh just had an 8 ball on the break. Now, BCAPL rules means that gets spotted right in the center of the table. Or back on the spot is what I meant to say. Okay, I make the comment that I'm inviting people to chat, and then we get 3 people leave. I'm not trying to scare you all off. All right, so good starting ball there. Dropped one of the stripes. Did he give himself room on that 9 ball? Being that that was overcut, I'm guessing he was afraid of them making contact with another ball because that was definitely an overcut shot. Or he just didn't quite have the room. All right, so Ben's got a little bit of an opportunity here. A little work to do, though, also. So being solid, your problem balls here are probably that 2 and the 3 ball. You got to get on the correct side of them. We only got one pocket right now that they can go in. Now that was a pretty nifty shot. Slide that 4 right in off that 12 like you did. Let's see what his thoughts are here. Okay. Well, that makes things interesting for that pocket. 9 still though goes by. There's a lot of shots that Josh could do here. All right, so 10 ball is pocketed. Looks like there'll be a back cut on the 15. Okay, okay. All right, so Ben with solids here. Oh. All right, well, ball in hand with that scratch goes to Josh here. Okay. I think he drew that. Oh, okay, I like this idea. Okay. Leaving his opportunity, so you take the 15 up to this bottom left corner around the screen. Oof. So now back to Ben. You kind of almost have to take this 6. Try and come around to kind of break down by that 7 if you can. Okay, now you take the 1 into the side, I think. And then you should be able to leave yourself pretty well for that 7 ball. All right. So now take that 7 and just kind of hold it. Okay. That made things a little dangerous. I wouldn't have wanted to move that 3 ball like he did, just because I could have used that 3 to possibly break out the 2 and the 5. So let's see what his solution now is. Wow, that was a great shot. A little unfortunate on the leave, but it was a great attempt. Okay, as long as that stays up, he's not making it easy. Josh has a back cut here. He could back cut this to the top left. He could try and cut it into either to the right hand side. All right. Hmm. What I'd play a. I'm thinking different than a lot of people. I think here. Good play. Good play, but also still dangerous. So now, as Josh, you're looking at just pretty much just make the 12. If you can put the cue ball down in this lower left quadrant of the table so you can take the 15 to the side. She dropped. All right. Now, I would do this one probably top right, top inside English. Go up the and off the long rail and come back down. You want to just make sure you get past that 2 and that 5, or you just shoot it super soft. But okay, he did straight top there. Come around 2, 3 rails. And there we go. Josh at this point is starting to run away with this. At this point, Ben, he's not out of it yet, but it's getting there. Oh gosh. JJ, you just wait. After this match is done, I may have to tell him that just to see what his reaction is. So JJ said, just don't tell Ben he said anything, but he's the mayor of Gillette. Most of Gillette just doesn't realize it yet. Ooh, I saw that two ball just rattle in and out of that pocket on that break. All right, so wide open break and very slight edge to stripes here. Take them one at a time. Make sure you stay on the correct side of the ball on each shot, just to make it easier to get on your lead. So here on this 9 ball, he wants to make sure he stays on this lower side. Don't know if he got it. Might be able to still do a follow here and still get on that 15 or the 10. All right, well, this just gets a little more difficult. Which way do you go? Very nice cut on that 15 ball. And he's all set up for that 11. But now what? Hmm. I'm not even going to guess what he's thinking on this one because I just don't know which way I would go. Yeah, for those of you still that are out here, please share the stream that we have going on here today. It ends up helping out with keeping this all going here. And, it's we used to, when we were on the extreme, we would end up anything that funds that were raised through the stream helped our juniors program here at the Mad Apple. All right, so he made a nice shot there now. And I'm sorry, again, personally, I've got nothing. So we'll just have to wait and find out. I'm here with the rest of you. Not a bad play. Trying to do a safe in that position. Kind of ties up that 4 and that 14 a little bit. All right, so okay. Which way do you want to do this, Josh? Got options. Yep. Break them out. That was that was the highlight material here. So like earlier when we were talking about things, you wanted to find that solution. When you've got a cluster, you want to try and break up those clusters early so then it leaves everything open for you. All right. Well, Josh got a little fortunate there again. I mean, that cue just rolled right up onto that 14. Don't know if it's frozen or not. So personally, I would be thinking trying to thin that 14 just enough where you can come down. It'll come off the long rail on the right here and come down to the bottom as close to that bottom rail as possible. All right. So Josh has either the 4 ball side or the 6 corner here. right, looks like he's taking the 6. And looks like he just airballed that. So ball in hand to Ben. So it looks like he's going to take that 14 corner, try and draw it back, leave himself for the 8 ball on the side. Okay, he juiced that. Still, now it's still pick your poison, side or corner. Oh, just another pocket rattler. All right. Little bumpty bump on that 4, which is good here. So now you take this 6 ball with some top right, come around 1, 2, 3 rails, or that's what I would have been afraid of with the way he was going. Now, the reason I was thinking the 1, 2, 3 rails, it would have been the cue would have been on the same side as the 8 going into the 4. Now, Ben got that out with that 8 ball, so the score is now 5-2, and we will see where this is going. Now it looks like we're going to have a quick short break here while Ben is racking them up. So earlier I had mentioned that we have our 8 ball tournament here today at the Mad Apple, and it's one of our weekly tournaments. Also during the week on Monday nights we have our 9 ball tournament that starts at 7 p.m. And then we also on Friday nights have our 10 ball tournament that starts at 10 also at 7 p.m. All right, so Frank is on the break here. Nice break. Everything's wide open. Looks like 2 stripes down on 1, 2, 3. Well, one of each down on the break, I believe. So looking at this, the only real starter balls he's got are stripes. So being stripes, you just have to figure a solution for that 14, and they're pretty open. Especially if that 10 goes by the 8, which I believe it might. All right. And for me, this would be that solution for the 14. All right. So now Josh has his shot at this puzzle. So Josh's problem balls on this rack here are going to be that 2 and that 6. All right, that sets up nicely for the 2 ball side, I believe. I mean corner, I believe. All right, now I'm going to expect him to probably play the 6 to follow the 11. Still, I like that shot that he played a lot. I mean, but even by missing it there, that 6 now owns the pocket. He's might be in a little bit of trouble because if that 10 slips by that 8, um, that 10 ball is definitely Ben's key ball here for getting out. Oh, well played. Well played. Yep, perfect position here. Just play this 12 ball with a little bit of just whether you stop it or if you follow it, just make sure you get back above. Oh, might have played that a little soft. Now he's got a lot of work to do on this shot. So he's got called it side pocket. Great shot. Well played there, Ben. No, Josh has to be careful. I mean, he was up 4-1. I believe even 5-1 in there, and gotta be careful not to let Ben back in. About 2 months ago, I shot against Josh in this Jesters match, and he's a tough player to beat. All right, little pop break. Just missed the side with the cue ball. And did anything drop? One, two, three, four. Nope, wide open. So we'll see where Josh decides to go with. Right now, to me, slight edge to solids. And it looks like Josh is thinking the same way. 5 ball to the corner. One right through the quarter. Alrighty. So, not quite yet able to. Alright, so Kieran, Kieran Tot says, let's go, Ginger Yeti. I take it that would be Ben's nickname. I would be very curious to know where that Ginger Yeti nickname came from. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, if the way this is going, win or lose, I got a feeling he'll be working on that one. Okay. So looking at this rack, I mean, there are opportunities for both players yet, but the key to this rack is still going to be right in that center, right around that 8 ball. All right, Ben made an attempt at developing the rack there. Little more open, not a clean, any real clean shots for Josh here. So let's see what he does with this. All right, Josh says you try and move your stuff all the way. I'm just gonna try and put it right back. So, but I think Ben has this 14 to the corner. Will naturally break out the rest here. Okay. I feel like I'm starting to curse these guys. Talking about their shots the way they are, where you think they should go, and then next thing I know, all of a sudden next player's up. All right. So Josh goes and makes that 3 ball. Looks like he might have that clear on the 1. If he does, he's taking that now. All right. Does he have a clean shot on that 7 ball? I'm not sure. All right. Good play. Playing smart here. So now Josh has really left Ben with only 1 offensive shot here. Maybe 2. All right. And Ben now kind of returns the favor back at Josh. Actually, I don't know if Josh even has a line on that 6. Let's just kind of take a quick peek at things here. No, I can't really see things from that one. Okay, he's going to do a jump. Looks like he's going to do the 2 ball. Nice shot on that 2. Nice little jumper. Great shot, but not much reward out of it other than making a ball. All right, let's see how this turns out. All right, Ben. You've got a bit of an opportunity. You've got a little work to do here, but I mean, you've got the opportunity. Let's see if you can make the most of it. All right. All right, good attempt at that 7 ball. Although if he made that, I'm not sure what his next shot would have been. It would probably either be, I suppose, I mean, with where that Q ended up, it would have been a pick your poison type shot. All right, so Ben's taking the 15, hoping to leave himself up, set himself up with something here. All right. I'm not sure if he wanted the field goal there with the Q or not, but he's still got that 12 to come all the way down. Or is that the 10? That was the 10. Sorry, guys. 12's at the top of the table. All right. He's looking at that 13 to see if that goes, but I really don't know that it does. All right. Chose to end up coming on up. You know what? I almost think that a good shot here would be to take the actually break that 14 and 13 up. All right. Does he have this shot? He almost got has to almost don't know what play he's playing this. All right. He had more room there than what I thought. Alright, this is making for a very nice out by Ben. Great out, great out. That was a home run for Ben there. So let's take a little bit of a different view here while Ben gets the rack up and ready. Alright. All set for the break. Alright, nice. Alright, well, we got something made here. Let's see what we got for him to go with from here on. So, just kind of quick study of the table. Everything's pretty wide open. I think your biggest part is where that cluster is, where the 5 and 10 are. So, if you've got a solution for that, I think that's going to be the person who gets this rack. All right, nice shot. I'm making that. Now, again, though, the risk on those types of shots is that you don't often get the reward after you make them. Now, if that two would have fallen, I would have been like, what the? All right, Dennis says, that's what I'm talking about, Ben. Go get it now. All right. So, Josh is pretty much telling Ben right now, go ahead, make that combination and earn the out. Just like that. All right. All righty. Good hit on that 8. Josh has a little bit of work to do here. Let's see. I think for me, yeah, he's doing it the right way. Kind of a good two-way at that. So Ben's got to figure out, I mean, does he want to take the risk on the jump shot? Thing is when you jump that far, you're almost landing right on top of that 8. Otherwise, it's going to bounce and mess things up for you. It's about risk versus reward. And don't get me wrong, the reward by winning here would have been great. All right, not a bad little try at the kick there. Oh, I'd have been tempted to play it safe here. So if I would have been Josh, I would play the safe there, hit the cue directly, hit the 12, and put the cue directly behind that 10 between the 8 and the cue ball. Instead, now the match is all tied up. 5-0. Or I mean 5-5. All right, well, we're getting ready for the break here. Go back to the nice break. Unfortunately, ended up with a scratch on that one. Alrighty, so Josh has looks like he's looking at taking the solids here. If he does, I really can't blame him. Solids are sitting a little bit nicer. Yeah, Josh, I agree. Kind of decisions. Which way do you go? For me, gotta get just that first one in, then go from there. See how the rack plays and lays out. Oof. All right. Still doable. Take the one. And I think, yeah, you take the one. Um, you if you can come above that three, I think now's the time to do that. All right, does he have that three? Because you take the three now, it should open up the rest of that cluster with the 7, 8, and 14. But he seems to be eyeing up this two. All right, puts that two in. So with this three, I mean, it's a little tricky. I mean, you want to give yourself a good set for that five ball, so or good angle on that five, so you can come around above it, or crash into that cluster and right between the 8 and the 14. Oof, I don't know, pretty rough. Now, could try and kick at that five. Alrighty. So, good hit. I think you almost got to take the 9 ball here. Either the 9 or the 10. Either one. Put the cue ball down table. Yes, just like this. All right, so I believe Josh does not have a piece of that sound, so he's going to kick at this. Good hit. All right. Thank you. All right, so looks like good play, good play. That is a very well played save. Think it gives Josh pretty much the only thing Josh has is a swerve shot here. Oh, he might go try the one rail bank, and the hard part about this is it's that rough side of the table, and he just missed that 3 ball and the 12 for that matter. I mean the 5 ball. Call me colorblind. What can I say? All right. So I'm looking at this. If he's looking to go on offense at this point, and at some point you do, you're taking this 12. I mean the 11 like he is. All right. Now if he's about to take the 10, he's jacked up over. I think he's really got no choice though here. Oh, well, as far as leaves go, Bang really couldn't ask for much better than what he got out of that. Wow. All right. All right, taking the 10 ball here. He's set on that 15. Okay. So I'm expecting this to. Josh takes this little combo. Nice and light. All right. A little bit of side spin or like draw side spin here. Take the cue right to middle table. Okay. A little harder. Don't know if he's got that corner or not. Yeah, it doesn't. Don't know. especially with how much she's looking at this right now. We're looking at a pretty tight shot here. So I think he's going to jack it up. Yeah, he's going to jack up here. Trying to swerve into that 8. Instead, that just took a little too quickly on him, and now Ben's got a great opportunity to be the first to the hill. So, earlier when things were 5-1, I'm like, oh, Josh has this match in hand. And now I honestly feel the way the momentum is, Ben's the favorite to win the match right now. That was close. That was awfully close to. Okay, okay. So perfect leave on that 8. All right, so Ben is the first to the hill at 6-5 right now. Let's see if the match will here goes hill in the end. Just not a. Right now, though, I feel like Josh is pressing a little bit. But been a good match overall. Got 29 viewers right now out there. Give a shout out. Let me know who's all out there. All right, Josh, it looks like he took a little bit of a timeout here. Get things set up. Kind of do a little bit of reset. Ben's gotten the last 5 games. While we are waiting, let's take a little peek at some of the action out on the other tables. So out on the arena here, we've got Chris Gatanis shooting on table 7 in our weekly 8-ball tournament against one of our younger players. Look at Chris. He's just the epitome of concentration. Yes, Pat, I'm solo today. Hey, Mark to roll. Yeah, just remember, Pat, you owe me one. We're watching Chris here. I'm surprised Chris can focus more than these 2 seconds at a time, though. Yeah, Mark, I agree. Ben needs to get this one here because if he gives the momentum right back to Josh, you think he's going to be into some trouble. All right, so Ben is getting up there, right to end up breaking. He's on the hill, first opportunity to end up taking the match. Knock down the reigning champ. Oh, now, Ben, that's no way to win. No, honestly, I'm rooting for both. As much as I'm rooting for the underdog, part of me also wants to see Josh win too. So, I mean, it's kind of interesting on that part. All right, let's see what we got here. So, Josh is going to take this two ball first. After that, everything is pretty wide open. All right. Think you take this. If you take the five here first, you can go down to the three and come back up to the table with the six. Otherwise, you take the seven and you follow up with the four and the one. Okay. Decided to take that seven ball first. Now I think you're going to go probably the five. Draw back, it looks like, and set for the six. Yep. All right. Pot the six, set for the three. Think he's got just enough angle to pull, just to stun this out somewhere down toward middle table on that right hand side. Just like that. Now again, a little bit of a stun type shot here. Like a little bit of top stun here. Put the one ball in, let it pop right back out for the four. Oh, did he hook himself? Think he might see this. Tight. He's looking real close. All right. Well, Ben, here's your chance. Josh had his. Take it from him. Oh. All right. There's the four. Did he hook himself or did he give himself enough room? All right. Looks like he's got to make. Josh just has to make this eight ball. He puts this in, and we are going to be hill hill. Uh oh. I spoke too soon. Gave him that commentator's curse. Yeah, he did try and play that 11 ball first. Now, looks like Josh was talking about calling the side, bank it to the side. All right, now look at this table here. So, now if you're Ben, I think you take the 15 first, but he's taking that 11. Personally, I would have left that 11 as my safety valve, but especially if I had been confident in putting the 15 in. All right. Now I would say take the 9. So then you got something nice and clear, either the 9 or the 14, because it clears out for the ball behind it. All right. 13. All right. So now it's a little tight on that 9 ball, so I guess, I mean, if it was me, I'd probably be thinking the 12. Nice shot on that 12 ball. All right, so it's got to make this 9 ball. Little back and forth action on this. You probably take that 9, hit the 2 long rails set for the 10. Just got to make sure you got enough speed on it without overcooking it. Oh, okay, so I'm going to leave it up to them on that one. So, because with sacrificing that game, it's up to them, because what happens is by sacking that game, technically it's an extra win for Josh, but up to you. All right, so we're back. Josh, being the good sport that he is, Josh could have taken an extra game on that one with Ben conceding on that, but Josh being this good sport, he only took the one, so we're going to play this last game as a hill. All right. All right. So, pretty wide open rack here. All right. Hmm? And then at this point, it looks like Ben is playing a near perfect rack. Just gotta get this 4 in and get a leap on the 8. All right. So there's the miss on that 4 ball. And Josh's turn to just try and take advantage here. Um, nice shot, Josh. Very well played. Now I think you take the 1 to the side. If you're confident in that, it's really your best shot. Just like that. Okay. So, yeah, I like what he's thinking here. Take this 11. You either take this 11 as a stop shot for the 13, or you take this 10 like he is. All right. Now, same thing. Take this 11 with a little bit of a stop shot for the set for the 13. I suppose the other way you could do this is with a little follow, but I prefer here, I would try and just do a little stop shot. Okay, he chose the follow route. He must feel pretty confident about getting back down here for that 14 or afterwards, or coming back on that 13 with the right angle anyway. All right, so he's got to kind of do a little bit of a cut here. Hopefully, he can be fairly straight on for that 13 down to the corner. That is exactly on how you want to be. You just didn't want to be on the other side of that 13 where you risk scratching to the side. Think now you just take this 13 to the corner with a little bit of top. Even if you bump that 8, just make sure you end up making that 13. Oh. Okay, I see why he was a little afraid. So now, turned out good for Josh here. Ben's got to make a tough shot on this 4, probably as a bank. Okay. So he now left Josh with a tough shot. I think Josh is going to try and cut this in. Or, okay. See how this goes. And it looks like we are going to have a new champ. All right. Well, good job, guys. And again, folks, come down to the Mad Apple, shoot some pool, and enjoy a good burger. Or they've got great handcrafted food here. So it's a scratch kitchen here. Come on down, enjoy the food, and have some fun.